Hello, welcome to the Saved by Grace podcast. I'm your host, Ava, and let's just jump right into the podcast. And today we are talking about friendship, and obviously I can't talk about friendship alone, so I have two special guests to help me today.
Lily and Layla!
She can't say her name! For those that didn't hear the name over our giggles, it's Lily and Layla. So we're going to start with how we met, because obviously we have to give you our background. So I do theater, and we met at theater. I've been doing theater for a long time, but they haven't, so they were new. So we met at auditions. We were doing a production of Beauty and the Beast. I was 13. You were what?
I think 12.
And you were 11?
Yeah.
Okay, because you guys are what, a year apart?
Yeah. Don't fall.
About full of my share. Anywho, so do you want me to tell you my first impressions of you guys?
Yes.
Okay, so Lily, I honestly thought, you dance so aggressively. You hit everything so sharp. It was bang, bang, pow, watch out. All the things. And I was like, okay, this girl's intense. I was she seems intense. And that was my first impression. And I'm not gonna lie, I was why is she trying out for Belle? She's way too short. I'm not to be mean, but I was oh, she's short. And then Layla, I was oh, this poor girl, you forgot your song.
I had to restart it. I hated singing.
Yeah, you did have to restart it. And I was oh, I felt bad. I was this poor girl's so nervous.
I thought you were gonna say sucks.
No, I can never. Anyway. Okay, now it's your turn to roast me.
I remember walking in and looking at you. You have a group of friends, right?
Yeah.
We were wearing a hot pink jacket. And I was super
Oh, yeah,
I remember. I was oh, okay. But I remember you glaring at me when I came in. And I was what's her problem? Jeez, girl. And anyway, you just glared at me, right? And then, I don't know, it's just the impression you gave me was you were sassy and kind of rude. And a little stuck up. Actually, because I don't know, just the way you did it, you were confident, but it looked stuck up to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just remember being
it was the group
oh
of
my
friends that I
gosh.
had also was not the best group of friends.
I was oh, okay. But yeah.
All right, Layla.
So, I guess my first impression on you was kind of I thought you were, I guess you could say stuck up.
Oh.
I don't know, because maybe not stuck up. I can't remember the word, but you came across to me as very sassy and kind of in charge because you had that very big personality, you know? So
yeah.
You did most of the talking, but you know, you were really nice to me at the beginning, so
I don't know. I
you know.
kinda felt honestly you looked like you were judging us the whole time.
Oh my gosh, no.
but not nearly as much as the other.
Why are you looking at me like that? I mean, I try not to judge people.
I'm joking. No, I just feel it was just because we were new. And y'all, just so you know, I have stage fright and major anxiety, so yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, what's up?
It's fun.
Yeah.
So, getting into a more serious moment for a second, we're going to talk about how I was antagonized. And if you don't know what that means, please go ahead and look that up and come back to this video. So, I had a best friend, and she brought her other friends into our co-op. And it was, fine at the time, and then they started kind of distancing themselves from me. Long story short, they didn't like me and my personality. They just thought I was too much. And over time, when people antagonize you, it can make you really bitter and angry. So, yeah. Obviously, there's two sides to every story. And some people just feel insecure when their friends have other friends. And they start hanging out with them more, which is how I started feeling. And I think that's where it stems from some of the drama that was caused.
And obviously, if you're in a relationship like that, you need to get out because it's unhealthy for you and for them.
And so the main point is you have to find some good Christian friends. So now we're going to read a Bible verse to help you guys understand the point that we're getting to. All right. And if your right hand causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for for your whole body to be thrown in hell.
Now to end on a more funny note, we're gonna tell you all some like funny, embarrassing stories, whatever.
So right after theater, we decided to play a game of Marco Polo in the auditorium.
I don't remember this.
You should remember
I
it.
remember it now. Remember she was walking with Sophia, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So like, I was Marco, right? Everyone else was Polo, and I'm yelling, Marco, Marco. Yeah. Through like the whole way, right? And my friend Sophia was right by me, right? And we're walking through when there was a fire extinguisher.
Oh my god, stop.
It was on the side of the wall, right? Okay, and I can't see anything, and she forgot to pay attention to me, so I wouldn't run into anything. And I face planted into the fire extinguisher and fell down. Oh yeah, anyway.
So we were also at the co-op when this happened. So I made a lot back then, like homemade bracelets. And it was like one of the first times we kind of like hung out, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so my bracelet breaks. And Lily literally thinks I'm peeing myself. And she's like, are you peeing? And I'm like, no, my bracelet broke. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay, so this one time we were at my birthday party, and we were making this really idiotic film. And we were all these really stupid characters, and the main idea was we were kind of like, I don't know, stuck in this in a basement kind of thing, and these creepy people had been there for like a really long time, and they were transforming into something, I don't know, and I was one of them. And so I had like green painting vine kind of stuff on one side, and what was the other side? I had like
Blue.
No, it was like checkers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was checkers. It was really weird looking. But and so I was supposed to be this super psychotic, happy person that doesn't understand anything. Yeah, kind of like Pinkie Pie, just psychotized. Anyway, and so I was like one of the people that were transforming into something. I don't know. Were stuck in a chair. I don't know. This is really hard to explain. They were stuck in a chair, and they were coming to life or whatever, and they were like becoming the monster. I don't know. It was so weird. It was so weird.
Pinkie Pie voice.
Oh my gosh, guys, you ready? I don't know. It was kind of something like that, but it wasn't like, I don't know. It was so hard. Anyway, point is, I basically give myself whiplash from jumping up and down so much. I was like, oh my gosh, she's rising. It's time. It's time.
I had to like scream terribly loud, like just horrified scream.
Oh gosh, I regret that movie so much.
I hope you all enjoy this crazy podcast episode. Thank you two for being my guest and coming on today.
You're welcome.
Well, anyway, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. This has been the Saved by Grace podcast. Thank you all so